Yo, what's going on, people? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you guys are having a good time. Actually, this is the wrong scene. Hopefully, you guys are having a good time. We're on the wrong scene. This is the scene we're supposed to be on, but hopefully, you guys are having a good day. It was a good week for you guys. Unlike myself, this week sucked. What's going on, people? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully,
Sorry about that.
yeah, today really sucked for me. Um, what's up, male image? Got nothing but L's today. What you know about double R? What do you mean? You mean there's Rough Rider hat right here? Yo, so I got that hat from this company in Canada called Stylus. Hold on, I'll get you the name, but let me get through this and we'll talk about the hat and then we'll get into what you call it. Today was literally trash. As someone who likes to, Thursdays is literally cop day for Supreme. All right, so we normally cop some of the fly shit on Supreme, but we ain't get nothing today. Today we literally got like basic bitch shit. Today was literally the day that they dropped the Nike Dunk SB Supremes, a shoe that hasn't been released by uh Supreme and Nike in a while. Normally they're releasing other shoes like Tuned Airs or Air Force Ones or some other shit. This was like a very sought after shoe because the Dunks are literally making a return. So yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing Supreme right now. I got on the Smurf shit from last season, but yeah, today was ass. Supreme. I got nothing but L's. Um, Sneakers. They dropped a I forgot the name of the fucking shoes. It's like at this point I don't even fucking care anymore. They dropped another pair of Dunks, City Market or some shit like that. Don't even give a fuck. That box right there that you see with the multiple colors, they come in those type of boxes. Those are some really rare shit. You gotta go look at my Instagram in order to see that, beefuteki.com or Don't Hate Dre. One of those two, and you'll be able to actually see that. A couple of added features for tonight's stream. So tonight's broadcast, we actually have closed captioning. So if you're watching this on Twitch, you have the ability to look down to the bottom on the video player, and there should be like a CC. You could go ahead and do that. I'm actually using Google's cloud captioning software or plugin for OBS. Just giving it a try just to see how things work today. You guys let me know how it works for you guys, and we could just go from there. But today we're going to be discussing a couple of things. The first thing I want to start off is for someone who's also a streamer on here, another partner streamer today. I was sitting here cruising streams, and his name is Black Oni. He's another partner streamer from the Massachusetts area. Great guy. He was working on his MacBook, but he was only streaming from his MacBook. And he's like, I have this nice PC over here. I just can't get it to work. So one thing that I wanted to go over is like he was asking me how is it that how would he be able to add functionality of his MacBook to his PC without getting the HDCP issues. So the one thing that I told him is to use NDI. NewTek has a bunch of tools that you can use. You could go ahead and just download the 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 slew of software that they actually have in it. I didn't say anything about you, Siri. Yeah, there's a slew of software that you could actually download and install that will actually make your life a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the MacBook, which is like right here, underneath the PlayStation 5 that's just sitting there. All right, so I just got to make sure that this is working properly, and it should be. All right, we have enough battery, we have enough everything. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to basically close everything, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this started. So first things first, I'm actually, can I use that PS5? Literally sitting in the box. This is going out to a good homie of mine. He actually helped me secure a bunch of PS5s this week. We actually had to do like this super hard task. I'm not going to get into much details about it, but we were able to actually get that. we'll get into that a little later. So what I wanted to show you guys is how we would actually do this. So in order for me to like show you this, I actually have to like start it and do all this other stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch on over to our handy dandy scene here that will show you a computer. This is your Windows computer that's behind here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna open up OBS on here, and we're going to make sure that nothing is on here because I do stream for other clients and stuff here and there. So yeah, it does have something in here and it has Capcom scoreboard. Yeah. Let's do this. We're gonna do a new scene collection, new, and we're gonna call this one Tech Talk. Tech Talk example. And this is for Oni. Black Oni, this one's for you, so you don't have to go scrubbing through this whole video just to see like what's going on. But you have to make sure that your OBS actually has the NDI plugin installed so that you can actually have it output NDI or take in NDI as a source. So I'm gonna, on my MacBook, I'm actually going to go ahead and start this up, and then we'll be able to pull this feed here. I'll be able to also pull the feed on my ATEM as well. So here it is. We started it. Now I can go into my NDI sources and I could just go ahead and call this MacBook. And once we go here, I have a few sources here. Obviously I have these three, which are OBS screen 1, screen 2, but we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the scan converter that says Andre's MBP2 Fios router.home, which is basically what I have here. I have Fios, fastest internet in the world. I'm just lying, I'm just joking. But I always try to do these things here. I always try to set the latency to the lowest, and I leave everything pretty much default. So we can say okay, and I will make this full screen. So now what's crazy is that there's actually audio coming from this MacBook. Where the audio is coming from, I don't know. It's actually my microphone that's probably being picked up. So we can actually go here and we can say, hey, mute the audio. And when we go back into OBS, we can actually mute the audio. Now, something that you will automatically notice is that the screen is actually not proper. You have black bars to the side. All Macs tend to do this. Dang, man, you should have put me on the list. CompuServe is faster. I remember that. But so Macs tend to have like this weird aspect ratios, and it's mainly because they don't output a 16:9 aspect ratio. They normally put out a 16:10 or sometimes a little bit higher. Like they do like a 19 something. Like I can't remember what it is that they actually output. It's like a weird aspect ratio that they output, but this is what they do. For anyone who's basically streaming, you could basically go ahead and if you wanted to, you could put your background back there. Since this is my Beefy Techie background, I can just go ahead and say, hey, add an image, okay, browse, and then I can go to my downloads. Today, this is it, and then I could go here, and then I could just basically move this below, and then boom. Like to me, I don't really care. This works for me because it no longer has the black lines and all that other stuff. So now what's great about this is that I can actually like sit here and just work on things. So like if I wanted to work on something, let's say Final Cut or something, like I have a ton of applications on here. I do a lot of Final Cut work on here. There's some Adobe Premiere, After Effects stuff, but I haven't done any After Effects stuff on here. Hell, if I wanted to play my emulators and all this other good stuff, ignore, I can go ahead and do that. So if I wanted to show off X-Men 2 on the Sega Genesis, I could just go ahead and make this full screen, and then boom. So I don't care. Like I don't have a controller plugged in and all that other good stuff. But Oni NDI plugin, you can just go to New Tech, like do a search for NDI tools for Mac, and it should take you to a New Tech link. You just put in your email, and that's pretty much it. It's all said and done. As for the audio, the best thing that I would suggest is literally Loopback. Loopback basically does handle things a lot better. So I'm gonna unmute the audio. So it's basically picking on my microphone, which I don't want it to do. So if I wanted, like, streaming from a Mac is very much a pain in the ass, something that people don't seem to realize. And I'm looking you guys directly in your eyes because I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, that streaming from a Mac is very, very tedious and difficult. But I used to do it, and anyone I feel can do it if they have the patience to actually learn the steps and the proper methods to actually get a stream going. Now, with that being said, I'm done. So I like to use Loopback. Loopback, you could basically come in here, you could set all your audio and all this other good stuff. If I open up Loopback, it does cost some money, but it actually is a pretty good piece of software. I can actually play audio from different things. I can add a new device. I can do anything. If I wanted to add a mic, I could, but I'm not even gonna like freaking bother. Like it's whatever. Like you could just do so many different things. That's for another time. This was for Oni to be able to show his screen because he didn't want to do anything else. He just wanted this there so he could do Photoshop and this, that, and the other. If you want to do more, go ahead and ask. I'll be sure to give you guys a big guide and show you how to do all this other good shit. All right, so since we're done with that, I can take this and put it back over there. But so I asked this question yesterday. Well, was it yesterday or was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. I asked if people wanted to have their questions answered live on stream about just doing different streams and how to execute certain techniques and things like that. And my homeboy Exploding Juice, he jumped right on board because I know something that he's been trying to do. He's been trying to perfect his stream setup and things like that. He wanted to have more streaming tips, such as when to use X264 or NVENC, or maybe even how to set up a 2PC stream setup properly. So I'm going to take the second part first, and then we'll jump into the next part after that. So now, if you have two PCs, right, you want something that has... you want to know something that's funny is that this answer kind of is going to answer both of those segments, X264 NVENC and setting up a 2PC setup. Now, I feel like if you go out there and you got yourself a RTX 3080, RTX 2060, like anything RTX, you're good. If you have an RTX card, you're pretty much set. In fact, yeah, you're pretty much set. You're in no need of upgrading to a better CPU or anything like that. So you could kind of budget your PC so that you could have like a Ryzen 5, but I wouldn't suggest a Ryzen 5. I obviously would suggest a Ryzen 7 because there will be moments that you're going to want to stream something and there's a lot of motion and things like that. And sometimes NVENC doesn't really handle it well. NVENC has passed my test with flying colors many times when I tested with Dragon Ball and with Marvel, with anything with super fast motion. I always do that. What's up, Kuma? I see you over there on Facebook. We're on Twitch. I'm mostly like paying attention to like the Twitch questions and stuff like that. We're also testing out to see how well closed captioning is working on Twitch. I'm not sure if it's working anywhere else because
I'm Nintendo.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's working anywhere else because I feel like Twitch is the only place that's allowing me to actually use closed captioning on a live stream. So I guess that's another reason why people use Twitch outside of fucking YouTube, but whatever. Let's see. So to set up a 2PC setup, you're going to want a PC that could actually play the game. So you basically, your gaming PC needs to be the strongest out of them all. And I always suggest that a two PC setup really isn't worth it unless you're wanting to do other things. And when I say do other things, I mean like, hey, I want to be able to like switch out to this or do this, or I want to show this. I have this thing that I want to show. A two PC setup is actually great for that. I feel that a lot of times people tend to see other people do something and they figure that a two PC setup is the best way to go, and it really isn't. And it really isn't necessary for it to be done, because a two PC setup is great and whatnot. It doesn't completely alleviate a lot of the issues. Like if you play games like Call of Duty, Doom, Destiny 2, all these different games. Like the one thing I would always suggest is that if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, because this is the same topic I was getting to before, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you have advantages, because most of these games literally use more CPU, uses more CPU than it does GPU. Like it basically funnels all of its what is it, instructions into a GPU, a CPU call, and the CPU basically talks to the GPU and says, hey, execute these for me. And that's pretty much it. I'm basically trying to dumb it down and put it into layman's terms so that anyone who comes in here will understand exactly what I'm talking about. The best way to actually pull this off, to be honest with you, I feel, is with either NDI or a capture card, or if you actually are playing a game like Call of Duty that can play at up to 240 hertz, 240 frames per second, I would suggest getting a capture card that supports that same ratio. Reason being is because, one, you want to be able to still play at 240 hertz. You don't want to play at 60. One thing that I've learned is that NDI, while sometimes it works well, I've had moments where I've had to like reset. Like I've been streaming Call of Duty with the NDI plug into my bigger machine. I have a machine that only handles my encoding, and that's basically how I do things. But I also have a video switcher that mixes everything. Like this scene right here is mixed on that thing. It costs like a lot of money. But you could still execute a lot of these things on one PC. You just need to be smart with how you do things, and you have to understand your limitations. A lot of people seem to think that if they go out there and they do a two PC setup that it's going to be super cool, and they're not going to understand that they're going to be fucking up more than ever. A lot of the people that they're seeing that's using a two PC setup don't even understand what the fuck they're doing. So they literally just have a second PC that they turn on, they set it to stream, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't do anything else. Everything else is still done on the gaming PC, and they still sit there and they play and this and the other. I've actually helped some of these people with their two PC setups to make sure that it works well. But if you do understand and you do know what it is that you're doing, your best bet is to basically take the time and find what's right for you. If you're playing Call of Duty, if you're playing a game that's over 60 hertz, get you an AverMedia capture card. And I'm going to sit here, I'm going to continue to say AverMedia. Get you an AverMedia Live Gamer 4K. That is pretty much the only card that I feel will only work with 90% of the people here who are looking to do this type of thing. And the reason why I say it I won't even say 90. I'll go as far as saying 100%. 100% of the people here who are wanting to do a 2PC setup, they should definitely use a fucking AverMedia Live Gamer 4K. That's all I'm going to basically say. Reason why I say this is because it has 100% capabilities of actually capturing those frames at that number. So if you're playing a game at 1080p, 240 frames per second, guess what? AverMedia is able to do it. I haven't found another card that's capable of doing it. Pass through? Yes. Capture? No. Sorry, no. It's not, it can't be done. Hasn't been done. AverMedia is the only one that does it. So That would basically be the tip. And then the second part of this question, and well, hold on. Let's go back to the two PC setup. The other thing that I would highly suggest is getting an audio mixer and an audio interface. And when I say a mixer, I literally mean a mixer that has 8 channels. So that this way it actually gives you 2 main outs that you could actually put into an audio interface. And the reason why I suggest this is because of the simple fact that when you're dealing with 2 PCs, you're going to have to be able to know what you're hearing and what your stream is hearing. So you need to be able to monitor that audio. You're not going to be able to monitor this audio with software, because if you're monitoring it with software, it's too late. So any software that's out there, don't care what you tell me, there's nothing out there that's going to give you the amount of control that you would have with a mixer. Period. Like, period. Do we have any other questions so far? No questions? No questions? Hold on. No questions? No questions. So the next thing you wanted to know is when to use X264 and when to use NVENC. And I'll be honest with you. I've been using NVENC since the last final round. And I will say that I've had nothing but a great time using NVENC. I like how it closed caption NVENC. So I'll say NVIDIA's codec. NVIDIA codec. I didn't say Kodak. I said codec. Whatever. I don't care. I'm unmindful. But when it comes down to actually having a go-to encoder, like this stream right now is being produced twice using NVIDIA's encoder. Mainly because I trust it and I feel like it's a lot better. And it also means that the big machine that I'm actually using to do this stream, I don't need to bring with me anymore. I could bring a tiny little Intel NUC and just let that handle it. I could use, I don't know where the laptop is, but I got this little Alienware here. It has a 2070 in it. Yo, what's up, Taxo? It has a 2070 in it. I could just stream off of this. And it doesn't look as good as X264 slow. But when you're in a jam and you got not too much space in your car, or, you got to fly somewhere and you don't want to bring the big baby. Yeah. You don't want to bring the big baby, just come out with that. Now, when I said earlier that this stream is being produced twice with the NVIDIA encoder, I'm actually using 2 instances of OBS on my streaming PC. Now, what's great about this is the fact that I'm using the fallback service through Restream, since I'm streaming this to a ton of different platforms. If one OBS crashes, the other one will actually still be going and people will still be able to see everything that's going on, which is pretty much the reason. We want to be able to provide a service where we're streaming, the power goes out. We could still have a feed up to let people know, hey, look, there's a loss of power, and this, that, and the other. I feel like when it comes, like, I'm not the type of person that I hate social media. I feel like social media should be the only thing that brings you in. Like, it should bring you into an event. If I'm out streaming an event, it's what brings you to watch the event. It's like, hey, check this out. This tournament's going on. This just happened. You missed it. You get what I'm saying? So that's kind of the direction that we've been going for the last couple of years, which is the reason why we take the time that we take in investing in some of the things that we've invested in. We've invested in a ton of these cameras. We've invested in ATEM switchers. We've invested in freaking HyperDeck recorders, which basically handle all our recordings. So we don't have to rely on Windows as much as we do. So when it comes down to streaming, yes, NVENC is pretty much the way that we love to go because it gives us, some people will say it gives a soft picture. I'm like, nah, you're full of shit. Like, I feel like it is kind of like, only if you're like sitting there like super trying to analyze something, but it gives the most cleanest image on a full screen. X264 is basically meant for movies and is meant for like the center of the screen. So like if I were to go here, like basically here would be perfect. Like all of this gets pixelated. All of this gets pixelated. So all of that gets pixelated, and is it worth it? No. So I would always suggest NVENC because NVENC is the way to. I feel NVENC is the safest way. It gives you a full, clean image, and once you go NVENC, I feel like you won't go back to X264. And this is coming from someone who loved X264. Guys, if you can hold on just 1 second, please.
Reloading. We've got control. We're losing control.
Enemy in the cargo bay. Throwing grenade! Throwing grenade!
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Enemy at the barrel.
Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed. Got control. Kill confirmed.
Containers.
We're losing control. Kill confirmed. Taking control.
All right, we're back. So, yeah. Thing that's a problem is that once that video starts playing, I can't stop it. And I don't have Parsec on this computer. Oh, yes, I do. But, it's only because I'm going on here to, like, stop it. Hold, please. All right, so what we were talking about NVENC, and NVENC is basically the way to go. It's the way, the truth. It's basically the only way that I would actually do any of my streams going forward. It is basically the best way. Like, period. Hands down, best way to actually do things. As for streaming tips, the one thing that I would always suggest is when it comes down to streaming tips, there are a couple of things. Hold on, let's just go full screen. when it comes down to like streaming tips, when you're like sitting here and you're talking to some, like you're playing a game and stuff like that. And I see this a lot because I tend to like visit streams more often than I feel like I should. But one thing that I do notice is that I'll always see this. And it's like, if you've noticed, like, there's no engagement with you guys. There's no talking. There's no anything. And the one thing that I will always try to tell people is that, like, when you're about to stream this, like, put it on the charger, put it on silent, don't touch it. Like, don't touch it. Like, put it in do not disturb mode, and the only person who could call you is your mother and your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your significant other. I'm trying to be, like, politically correct here. And just focus on the people who have come to see you. I say this mainly because I tend to see a lot of people who, because they miss someone coming in, and it could be someone that hasn't been on the channel for so long. Like, there's many times that people come in here that haven't been here in a long time, and they just want to say what's up and catch up with you, and they can't because get what I'm saying? So take the time, put, like, when it comes time for your stream to go on, do not disturb mode, and that's that. Like, I just had to answer the phone only because it's a client. Like, it's one of the reasons why I tend to not stream much. Thank you so much for the follow. The Century 182, thank you so much. Nail image. What's going on? Stop. But at the end, like, people need to understand that they need to focus. That's the one tip that I would give people, is that they need to focus. Your audience is there for you and only you. And when I say you, I mean like me talking to you. Like, you came here to see me and talk to me and see what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tech stuff. There's a PlayStation 5 there. I got a fucking New York Yankee hat that has some Swarovski rhinestone Swarovski crystals, not rhinestone, but Swarovski crystals. And I'll show you guys where to get those from. And then we got the Rough Rider hat. And these are all fitted, obviously. I got a big ass head. I wear a size 8. But Rough Rider fitted. You know, we do things here. We like to be classy. Now, I already know Male Image wants to know that what's in the SB box. Yo, Exploding Juice, thank you so much for being a loyal subscriber here. We appreciate you. We got nothing but love for you, except for your Elgato products. Shout out to Elgato. I got this new key light. Been using it. Pretty good. They also sent me a Stream Deck XL, so I'm actually happy. So that'll be my second Stream Deck XL. We now have 3 in the house. So this one could actually stay here. If we're ever doing multiple shows, I can actually have a Stream Deck for both ATEMs. And now you're like, wait, both ATEMs? Yeah, I have 2 ATEMs. I'm currently using one. It's the ATEM Constellation. I love using this one because it's just so much better. Just so much better. Like, when I say so much better, it's just so much better. It's mainly because I could take a feed of something, no matter what it is. I could just have it in there. It could be 4K, and I could be working in 1080p, and it does it. There's another ATEM somewhere over there. It's by the sneakers, actually. That basically has to have everything set to the same resolution and frame rate. But let's see. My second tip that I would give streamers is try not to overshare. Some people will feel like this is something that is a bit much, but I feel like it's good that you have a great relationship with your viewers, but you have to realize that not everyone there has good intent. Little as you guys may know, I've been streaming since Justin TV, and one thing that I've learned is that people love to like record. They love to screen record some of the things that you say. And they'll take what you say and make it into something else or make it seem like it's something else. And I've been caught up with a lot of bullshit because I overshared or I say certain things. And sometimes it's best to just stay focused with what you're doing. Just stay focused with the viewers, stay focused with the game you're playing. Like, it's cool to tell a story about how you were walking down the street, you found $20. That's cool. But, you know, you like when you, it's like, if you are like walking down the street, a man pulls a gun out on you and you say where it happened and this, that, and the other, that's like oversharing. Like, I feel like stuff like that, I feel like it all honesty, like, yeah, it's fine to share it, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you're streaming right after it and you're telling that story about how you got robbed at gunpoint and this, that, and the other and all this other nonsense, it's legit oversharing. Like, I feel like it's something that you should not share with your viewers, because while yes, your viewers are attentive and love you and feel like they're a part of your family, it's the simple fact that they love you and they think that they're a part of your family. Like, a lot of people used to sit there and ask me, like, yo, why are you so secretive about some of the things that goes on with you and this, that, and the other, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's mainly because it's like, I don't know you guys. Like, I legit appreciate every single one of you guys who come here, watch the channel, have followed the channel through the years, and just come and watch just me either play Call of Duty or us produce a fighting game event. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. Don't you remember me from the spot on the block? See, like, stuff like that. And it's like people could then start to like try to insert themselves into certain things and certain situations and this, that, and the other. Like, some people don't seem to realize that, like, the amount of information that you give sometimes is enough for someone to actually find out what your name is, where your address is, come show up at your house. Like, we've seen streamers actually have people show up at their house. I've been swatted numerous times. In this very apartment, I've been swatted. I live in a basement. So, like, I've been swatted. And I didn't share shit. I had cops at my front door. I had cops at this. So, this room here is a boiler room. All right? It's a boiler room. So, behind that door is a boiler room. That's why there's two doors there. Because if something was to ever happen, you can't get to it because there's a fire here, you could get to it here. And then there's another door on the other side. So there's three doors to enter this particular room. I had cops there. I had cops at my front door. I had cops at my back door, my back windows, my bathroom windows. Like, it's the most scariest shit ever when someone knows way more. Because this is the thing. Like, I'm here, I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, I'm opening it up to you. I don't know any of you guys. I don't know what none of you guys look like. Except for Exploding Juice. Because I've met that guy. He's come to a lot of the streamer meetups and stuff like that. Unless I've seen you, then it's like maybe I'll share some shit with you guys. But if I don't know you guys, why the fuck? Like, shit. Like, I could talk about me having a flat tire. You get what I'm saying? Like me having a flat tire and telling a story about how I try to get the car up on a jack and then the car falls off the jack, almost crushing me, and it like something like that I could talk about. But the moment that you start talking about anything that involves Wait, Raw Tunes, what box are you talking about? Which box? There's several boxes behind me, bro. But like the moment that you like start talking about things that involve like law enforcement, police, fire departments and stuff like that. Like, hey, I had a fire in my house. Like people don't need to know that. Because someone could look up and be like, yo, I know Beef who lives in fucking Philadelphia. I could just look up, see what fires happened on this day. Oh, that's nothing. That's nothing. But like, you know, like fire department, like someone could just be like, oh, word? Fire? I got a digital version behind this screen. So like underneath the camera, there's a digital version just sitting there. But yeah, fuck a disc version. I just want digital. That's all. When it comes down to people give way too much information. Like I don't mind like people knowing like, okay, I was the associate producer for the NBA 2K League for season 2. Everyone knew where that show took place. Everyone's able to come see me if they wanted to see me at that show. Perfectly fine. I don't need people knowing, hey, I had a fire in my house. Motherfuckers just show up at my house. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, don't overshare too much information. There are some things that you can tell, and then there's some things that you should not tell. Use better judgment and go with that stuff. The third part is just have fun. Be yourself. Always be yourself. Don't try to make yourself out to be some other person because people see through that shit. Some people don't. Some people really don't. But like how I am here is how I am in person. Like I might not be super talkative. Like I'm really not that talkative and whatnot. Like my wife will tell you at conventions, I don't like walking the floor. I hate walking the floor because this is going to sound fucked up, but yeah, we're talking about streaming. I'm basically doing tech talk. I do these things once in a blue, and I've been trying to to do this a little bit more often, where I share like different aspects and views when it comes to different streaming things. And some people ask me like questions like, "Hey, I want to be able to stream this." Like another partner streamer here on Twitch. His name is Black Oni. He asked me about streaming his Mac using his PC. He's just been having nothing but problems. So I had to basically do a little guide for it. I did a guide for it a little earlier, and yeah. Fuck LeBron Nets all the way. I mean, I'll let that slide a little bit. Whatever. So people tend to like, I feel like there's a lot of streamers out there that overshare. And it's like me coming up, I've learned that I've had more haters than I actually had. Like, yeah, I knew that there were people who were very vocal about how they respected me and how they had love for me for the type of shit that I did. Because, you know, traveling to a lot of these events, not easy. Not easy. Not a simple task. And through the years, I've learned so much from a lot of the mistakes that I've made. I don't know basketball politics. So like, and the thing is like Raw Tunes, like you'll say that, but then there's like 300 people who don't feel that way. Because again, we live in a world where everyone has opinions and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't want to go into this whole long tirade because it's going to turn into something else. And I'm trying not to make this into something else. But I'm trying to use this as an example because like you sitting here saying that, there might be someone in here that's like, yo, fuck that nigga Bifu. Fuck Bifu, he ain't shit. Blah 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 blah. I like blah 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 blah, and like, but they're in here watching, saying this type of stuff. So it's like you can't please them all. Yo, what's up, Troy? Yo, people are crazy like that. Like during the early years of me streaming like fighting game events and stuff like that, this shit was not easy. Like OBS it did not exist. Like this shit did not exist. I can legit show you some of the shit that I had to use. I've done this on stream before too. Yo, I'm gonna be getting a PC next week. Probably gonna settle for a pre-built, but DM you the one I'm looking at from Micro Center. So, are you okay with me looking at this on stream? Yeah, so DM me that so I can actually see it. And we can look at it, and I'll tell you what are some good things about it and what are bad about it. Because with every PC that's pre-built, there's always something good, and then there's always something that's bad. Guys are having a good time. Why am I hearing myself? Actually, this is the wrong scene. Live pre-OBS was the worst. Like, we had to use this software called Wirecast. And the thing is that was so wild about that shit is we legit had to find that shit pre-cracked. Because if you didn't find it cracked, every 10 seconds it would say, this is a Wirecast demonstration. This is a Wirecast demonstration. They're not on the website now? Do you remember the name? If you remember the name, I can definitely look it up. Like, hold on. So let's take a look. So on here, computers, if we look at PC desktops, we might be able to find it. Nah, it had a 3070, then it's definitely not there. It's definitely not there. But yeah, like back then we used to have to like find a pre-cracked version of Wirecast. Like I'm basically telling you the secrets of what we used to have to do. We use Wirecast for all our scene switching, and then we use Adobe Flash Live Media Encoder to send the stream to Justin TV or Ustream, depending on who wasn't fucking us over those days. We would send the content out to there. Yeah, Best Buy has one that you could get in 5 days. Troy, you're in New York, right? You're in Jersey? That's close. So, you know I could just build you one. Right? So you were looking... You're looking in North Jersey, so the Patterson store. Yeah, anything that has a 3070, yeah, but we can't get a graphics card, you're right. So that's probably why you're going pre-built, correct? See this one right here? This one has a 3080 in it. But you see, all right, so I'm going to put you on a little secret, okay? Never buy a pre-built machine that has a graphics card in it. Hey, Kabuki. Better adjust that graphics card so it can actually work. So, pre-built machines tend to have the lower end graphics cards. Meaning, if you are buying, like, let's say you bought this Dell Alienware Aurora R11, right? That comes with an RTX 3080, right? The 3080, while yes, the specs are still literally the same. It's 10 gigabyte GDDR6. Thank you so much for being a subscriber for 10 months in a row, Kabuki. I appreciate you. Now, I just need you to adjust and enjoy the show. But the problem is the boost clocks are always lower than the reference cards. So if the boost clock is lower, that means it's not working as well as a third party one. So like an EVGA one. Even the EVGA bottom line ones actually work better than the ones that come in a lot of these pre-built machines. So that's where the problem comes in, because they're like not as good as a reference card. Which is the reason why you tend to see these cards in some of these pre-builds. I know you can't wait for a GPU, so maybe just getting something would be good. Yeah, they definitely don't have anything in here. Like the only RTXs that I'm seeing are literally 3080s and sometimes 2060s. Like you could build something and just throw a 16. Like what can you get? Like what GPU can you get from your Micro Center? Damn. 6 GPUs in stock. Damn. That's all they have. Damn. That's all I'm going to say. Damn. Damn. 6. And they're not great. They're all 710s. There's one 1030. Like, I didn't even know they made a 1030. Let's check the Brooklyn store. Brooklyn tends to have shit from time to time. Like EVGA every now and then. Yeah, exactly. Do I have anything old? I actually have a... Actually, I don't. Hold on. Do I? I think I have a 1080 Ti laying around. I think I have a 1080 Ti just laying around. Because I have a 1080 on the couch, but the 1080, I think I want to put in my NAS server. The 1660 is going to go back into the eGPU. And then the 1080 Ti is sitting in the other Threadripper, but I'm trying to get myself another 3090 to throw in there. Yeah, so the B stock that they're selling is literally cards that they got from people who are trading up to newer cards. See, Brooklyn store got 10 cards. See, they got a couple Radeons. Yo, this is... So, there's a good card, right? So, that's a good card? Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be able to give it to you. That's the problem. Because if I'm going to get this Threadripper that I have sitting here doing nothing right now, up and running, for us to actually do shows so I can actually use that ATEM with it, we need to make sure that it's capable of doing certain things. And I haven't got my 3090 yet. Because I'm looking for another 3090. Whether I'm actually looking for another FE. So if I could get another FE next week, then we in there. Fifi. But yeah. I was supposed to show you guys. I'm about to show you guys what pre-life was like beforehand. So I used Wirecast at the beginning, but then I learned about this new software called CamTwist. CamTwist, to be honest with you, was like by far the best shit I've ever fucking used, because it literally taught me how to work in the workflow that I currently work in currently. So it taught me how to work in layers, that when you do things, it's in layers, not how this, just this, that, do this, do that. Like, I learned that there's an order in things. No, I don't even want to show you guys, because the shit's a big headache, because I have no capture cards plugged into this thing. It's not ready. It's not ready. It's definitely not ready. But I will say that, you know, back then streaming was difficult and I did shit different. And I used to get a lot of haters. So this is back to Rawtoon's point. Like, there's a lot of people out there who hate. And people legit just hate just because you don't do what others do. You try to walk a different path. And I've always approached FGC production content as well as other content differently. I try to look at things the way that you guys see it, and I would look at it and say, would I enjoy watching it this way? And I would always, like, if I said yes, if you've seen it, it means I said yes. You know that I enjoy something when you see it. Because for a while, I would go to tournaments and stream things the same way as other people, and I'll just be like, yo, this is boring as fuck. Like, it's match, commentary, match, commentary. And then one year we decided, yo, let's bring Oh Hi Francie out and have her interview people. Francie was interviewing people. People liked it. Even before I was doing that, I was capturing from multiple consoles. Like, at this rate right now, I can capture from every single console at a tournament. Every single console. Like, if I was to be hired by an entity to say, let's say I go to, I'm only going to use Big E. I'm not going to use anyone else. Big E or ECT. Let's say ECT comes and hires me and is like, yo, we want you to stream Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull from like 10 other consoles. They're going to be like, all right, cool, whatever. Do whatever rocks your world. All right? Now, I'm going to make sure that if I'm capturing from those consoles, that I also have a camera for it. So I have a camera for every console that I can actually capture. So if I say, hey, look, let's go see what pools are being played on the floor, I can show that. If I want to be like, hey, let's throw up a grid of 10 matches going on at the same damn time, I can. And no one can fucking stop me. Somebody stop me. Sorry, that it just automatically played in my head when I said stop me. But I feel like gifting some subs to you guys. Only because it's a good week. Only because it's a good week. See, now the question is, how many do I want to gift? We'll do this many right now. We'll do this many for right now. Ask me what card. You just do it, right? Yeah. Sure. Just do it. See, look, Raw Tunes, you got a free gift, a gift sub. So I've already laid out 3 tips. 3 tips. Ignore your phone. It's number 1. Number 2, don't be so personal with your viewers. Number 3, be yourself. I'm looking you in your eyes as I say this stuff, so that this way you know exactly that I mean this shit. I normally don't look people in the eyes when I talk to them. It's mainly because I have low self-esteem. No, let me stop. But like, don't overshare. You get what I'm saying? Do I like MSI over EVGA GPUs? No, I don't like anything MSI makes. MSI is shit. That's something that I will tell everyone, is that I'm very strongly opinionated to products, and some people don't like that I'm this strong opinionated on products, but I kind of don't care. Like, you ask me what my opinion is, I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. It stinks. Like, their customer support is by far the worst and the most shittiest customer support ever. I know someone who basically bought an MSI motherboard, first gen AMD, and the board was dead on arrival. They would not RMA it at all. But on the box it says, if there's a problem with the motherboard, please contact MSI, not your retailer. Period. That's basically it. Do I have a 4th tip? 4th tip, never take shortcuts. Never, ever take shortcuts. By this I mean, do not, and I repeat, do not buy viewers. Do not do giveaways. Do not, like, you can do giveaways, but in all honesty, them people who come around for the giveaways ain't really fucking with you like that. Like, I can sit here and say, yo, I'm giving away this PS5. We need to get 100 subs in order for me to give away this PS5. I've seen this type of shit happen all the fucking time. We're doing a sub drive where you could get a PS5. Or fuck, hold on. The next 30 people to sub to me can win these sneakers right here. Can't even see it. Because this shoe is so bright. Because it's white. Hold on. Let's get the darker shoe. This Dunk. You could win this shoe. You know how many people I've seen actually try to get people to sub to their channel just so they can possibly win a shoe that they're not going to win because half the time the contest is rigged and it's literally just done so that people can just be fucking led astray. You got to be a sub, you got to be a follower. Like, don't do those things. It's like a big turnoff to a lot of people. And it's also very misleading because that's not you. Unless that's what you are, a con artist. If you're a con artist, cool, go ahead and do that. Go ahead, do that. Don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's you. So now I keep looking at my watch because I'm trying to debate if I want to do a watch party with you guys. Because I do believe in a couple of hours, Coming to America is coming out. And I figured, why not do a watch party of the regular Coming to America? You just popped in. Dunks giveaway, you say? Yeah, I'm doing a giveaway for Dunks. if you subscribe right now, and if you do a gift subscription for 100, I'll put you in the raffle. There's only 2 other people in it right now. But there are actually people who actually do this type of stuff. And yo, go go by Gabe. I have to say thank you. You've been a follower since literally 2013. So like, I thank you for following for this long. Yeah, both of them are exploding juice, so don't do it. And the third person is me. So whoever wins it, good luck. Those are like the four key things that I would always say. I'll always say. To ride back on point number, was it 2? No, it's 3. Point number 3, where sharing too much information. Keep your personal life off of fucking Twitter. Keep your personal life off of fucking Twitch. That shit could get messy. $550 Ti. You need to get the fuck out of here, Mill Image. What the fuck do you expect to do with that? 1050 or 1660 Ti. Yo, you can't be for real. Bro, no. 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 Just find you a pre-built with what you got and just go for it. So that's the question. Would you guys be down to watch Coming to America tonight, or would you guys want to watch it tomorrow night? I need to know. But wouldn't it be cool to just watch it together? Do you have Prime Video? If you have Prime Video, we can watch it right here, right now. We can start watching the first one right now. Right now. Stop this right now. One thing I do urge people, though, is that if you don't have Prime Video, join my Discord because you'll be able to see it there. That I could say. And I don't care what repercussions there is. Cyber by Power PC. See, I like your style on this one. Not gonna lie. Really like your style on this one. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Hold, please. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute.
Really appreciate it. What's everybody doing today? What's everybody doing this weekend?
Like chichis.
My chichis?
What do you do to your chichis? They say they look soggy. They say.
Oh, my boobs are saggy? That's because I'm not wearing a bra, girl. You know gravity?
Gravity.
Have you ever heard of gravity? When, like, you know, things just go down with gravity because they're a little heavy.
Okay. Let's Coming to America comes out tomorrow. We'll take a look at this PC. Let's wash the palette and get somewhere else. Definitely not an Intel guy, but I'm okay if people want to buy Intel. That's fine, Troy. That script works? Cool. Look what's in my cart, guys. Look what's in my cart, guys. I got a PS5 in my motherfucking cart. Bitch! Anyway, so yeah, based off of the specs, I would say, yeah, this is actually a good one. This is a good one. It's water cooled. It's a 3070. It's 1549. So you're not getting ass raped. 16 gigs that I would try to upgrade to at least 32. You're good. You're good with this. You're good with this. 3070, 3700X. Please buy this. Please buy this. Please buy this. $10,900F? What the fuck is a 10? See, this is my problem with Intel. Like, a 10900F. i9 10900F. This is who I was watching.
Really, really appreciate it. What's everybody doing today? What's everybody not doing anything? Me and Ivan are actually on really, Jessica, in case just in case anybody wants to know. Me and Ivan are actually on really.
So yeah, her stream's pretty bad. Anyway, and that's something too that I do is I tend to watch other people's streams and I'll see some things on there that, you know, infuriate me and I just bounce. So it's 10 cores, 20 threads. It has a base clock of 2.8. Base clock of 2.8. Now, I'm mindfucked because it's like, I legit feel like this CPU is not that great. You only need to just do the RAM. RAM is the only thing you need to upgrade, and possibly getting another hard drive in there so that this way you actually have a second hard drive that you can actually store shit in. Because it seems like it only has a one SSD at 1 terabyte, and that's it. So get another hard drive, throw it in there, you're all set. Looks boss. So now, I mean, this is cool, but yeah, it's a decent price. It's a very decent price. So Gabe is talking, GoBot Gabe is saying to get an M.2 drive. And I would only say get an M.2 drive if you're looking to get rid of that 1 terabyte. If you're looking to get rid of this 1 terabyte, then this 1 terabyte SSD, that's the only thing I would suggest. If you're looking to get rid of this, get a bigger drive. You guys aren't speaking my language. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, baby. Well, I don't even know if this motherboard can support an M.2. So that's the first thing we need to do is to find out if it can support M.2. And the reason why we can't say is because that's just normally underneath here. So you're going to want to get, I would suggest getting 4 sticks or 2 sticks of 16. 4 sticks of 8 or 2 sticks of 16 each. So that this way you could actually upgrade it, because finding the same RAM that they put in this machine is next to impossible. It's always next to impossible. You'll be able to stream and play games at high settings. Just follow the instructions. Don't be like other people. Listen. Just get more RAM. Go to Micro Center. Ask them for a 32 gigabit kit. And they'll ask you, do you want 2 sticks or 4? Tell them you want 2. And that's all you need, baby. That's it. That's it. You know, I legit just had the wildest fucking idea. And you know something? I'm gonna hit the lab with that shit later. After Sunday, I'm hitting the lab with that shit. This is the wildest fucking idea I've ever fucking had, and I can't believe that this shit just popped in my motherfucking brain this way. You guys are all gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is he talking about? Don't worry about it. Something just entered my brain, and it's literally not gonna go away until I try it. So where I'm gonna try to stay focused on you guys and just let it go. I don't need to write it down. Trust me, I don't need to write it down. Because it's literally just playing in my brain. Over and over and over again. Until I actually try this shit, it's gonna play. Anyway, so those are my 4 tips for anyone who's looking to get into streaming, or anyone who is a streamer, and all this other stuff, all this other nonsense and stuff like that. Try to stick to it. I would try to stick to it. You don't have to. It's based on you, but yeah, it's not a full ATX. Any custom built machine by Cyber by Power is never a custom ATX. How much is a 32 gigabits of RAM price wise? It's different prices. So if we look at Micro Center, we go to your Micro Center, right? We'll go to the one in Jersey that you're going to go to on next Wednesday. So if anybody wants to go meet IDB Troy, you can. You're going to be sitting there, IDB Troy? IDB Troy? Yeah, pull up. So it's a 3700, so you're going to want to get something that's 3000 for the speed. And I know what I'm saying is a different language, but I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to want to get. Do you want something that lights up, or do you want just something regular? ATX is a case, it's like a motherboard size. So when it comes to motherboards, they come either ATX, EATX, MATX, ITX, MITX, DTX. They're just different sizes. Like, I don't need RGB. Cool. Gucci. Gucci. So I would suggest, since you don't want RGB, such a boring motherfucker, yo. Now let me stop. You can go ahead and you can get yourself. I would go. What is this? 16? What's this one? 16. 16. Same fucking thing. 25, 16, 16, 32, 34. You can basically take your pick, either the Corsair Vengeance or the G Skills. I mean, you could suggest PC Part Picker, but he's not building a PC, so he just wants RAM, and he's gonna want to go pick it up from Micro Center, like right now. He wants me to hydrate. I have no water around me, and I wanted to start watching the movie so we could actually. How hard is it to put that in? You've been with a lady, right? That if you're into girls. It's as simple as that. What time does the movie start? I'm probably going to start it in like another 20, 30 minutes. He's like, oh, say less. It's literally that. But if there's anything, you could look up YouTube. On YouTube, there's a guy that basically handles all of that shit. Just ram it in there. You ram the RAM in. That's why it's called RAM. You get it? Anyway, let's see. We could watch both movies right now. See, I'm trying to figure out how am I going to do this for... Fuck. Both movies are literally on. So we can actually watch Coming to America, which is the sequel, right now. Because it's available for us to watch right now. Do you guys want to watch it right now? Do you guys want to watch the sequel now? I feel like we should just watch the sequel now and not give a fuck. Hold on. Let's ask the people on Discord.
Everything was fine. Fine.
Yo, do you guys want to watch the movie now?
What
movie? What?
Coming to America.
Oh, part 2 or 1?
Part 2, right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
You guys have Prime Video?
Yeah, I do.
So just go to my Twitch channel so we could just all watch it.
I'm on your Twitch channel right now.
All right. Go to my Twitch channel. I'm going to start it up. Loki, do you have it?
You saying I have Twitch Prime?
No, not Twitch Prime.
Not Twitch Prime, but
Yeah, well,
Prime
Video.
Video.
Yeah, Amazon.
Yeah, it
Prime.
comes with it.
Yeah, it comes with it.
yeah.
Okay. So we're going to watch it there.
Oh, God.
What's your Bifu test?
No, Bifuteki.
Okay. Boop. Done.
The
I'm
main
there.
channel. Just pop up.
I'm popped in there. Pause.
I'm in here.
All right, guys. So wait, does anyone need time to go get snacks or anything like that? Because once it starts, we cannot pause.
I am good. I got my iced tea. I am good.
Let me,
Do I have to like actually press play on my end, or just watch it through your stream?
No, you would have like it would automatically pull it up and it will start playing. Like if you're on my channel, it's gonna switch and it's gonna say, "Hey, do you want to watch?" And it's gonna ask you to like do some nonsense to make sure that you have Prime, and then it'll start playing the movie.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
I might not stay for the full movie, but I'll be here.
All right, so like what we'll do is I'll start it with something stupid like Psych. Now let me stop.
Oh no!
I'll put on. Huh?
I said, give me a sec. I was gonna get some water real quick.
Yeah, I gotta get some water too. So give me a second.
Yeah.
Is it this? No.
Hey everybody, I'm on my way.
Give me a second. I'll be right back. Let me go get some water
Take your time.
because my soda is not gonna get here for like another. Actually, it should be on its way.
Your royal soda is on its way, sir.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. If you ain't never seen the first movie,
You got issues.
facts.
Good.
All right.
Get the hell out of here.
So let me go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
She's your queen to be. Oh man, Obi,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in trouble.
What you do?
I was supposed to go to bed early.
Ah, yes. Cuban B.
it's it's like the one more game syndrome all over again. Or the side quest issue back in the day. Like, you're not going home already, we're going on a side quest. He's like, okay. Damn it.
Oh, that's what I fucked up. Okay.
A perfection.
She's your queen to be.
That had to be one of the most iconic songs ever.
All right, 1 second.
1 second already passed. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, let me I'm gonna do Porky's just to see if people could actually see it.
I see Porky's. Log in or sign up.
So everyone, start your like login
Yeah.
sequence.
Grab a snack and hit the lights. Watch party begins in 3, 2, 1.
Alright, I'm connected.
Gucci. All right, I just stopped it.
You did?
Yeah, I stopped it.
Still playing.
Hold on.
Maybe I'm on a delay. There it is. It stopped.
All right. So Alexis wants to watch, but she wants to basically watch it tomorrow.
Oh.
So we're gonna watch the first one.
Oh, nah, then I'm going to bed then.
I watched the first one.
You need to watch the first one. You need a refresher course, boy.
That's why I want to watch the first
No,
one.
you're right. Because I haven't.
You haven't watched the first one, so you definitely need.
I watched the first one. It's just been a long time since I've seen it.
That's right. You need to rewatch it. Get yourself together. Oh.
All right, so we're gonna watch the first one, starting in. Well, it starts whenever it fucking wants to start.
Has its own personality, right?
Yep. Here we go.
Start watching. Grab a snack and hit the lights. Start seeing 15, 14. That's a long time for Jesus.
All right, it started for me.
1988. Wow. I'm older than this movie.
Is that 4, 2, 1?
Oh, this is a Paramount movie, so that means that Paramount Plus might pull this soon. Okay. I love the intro song though. Love my mama. I would love to wake up to this song. I ain't gonna lie. Love my mama. This is Wakanda graphics right now. From the 80s. Wow, this is pretty. I'm not gonna lie, they look good. Theater mode. Remember, I was a kid. I used to sing this song wrong. I thought they were saying Cool Whip. Louis Anderson.
He's not in the second movie.
They had a interview talking about how Louis Anderson got into this movie, and it was really messed up.
Really?
Yeah, apparently the producers or somebody in Hollywood, the higher ups, was like, "You need a white guy in this movie, so pick a white guy from this list." but it was like, nah, we're gonna pick a dude that they knew and they liked, so they liked Louis Anderson, so they put him in the movie. So that was like the sad truth how he got in this movie.
And well, he's not in the second movie.
Yes, he is.
He's not in the second movie from what I'm hearing.
Nah, that's not what the interview said. He's in the second movie. Supposedly he's replaying his role, but I don't know. Maybe they updated. I don't know. Oh, he wrote this. Oh, okay. Wow. Man, that's how you know you got money.
Bruh.
Shit.
That's when you have the buku money.
Yo, facts. I mean, how you sleep with your ring on, yo? It's sad. I could see the PC people saying something right now.
Yep. What?
Wipers?
Oh, hell.
Damn. That's a titty.
That is nice.
Jesus Christ. A servant for everything. Guess what they meant by a job for everybody.
Ba 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 ba.
How would you even talk?
They got communicators. Took a bite and put it back. What the fuck?
She has to test the food so that no one tries to kill him.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she's a royal taste tester.
I mean, what if it had coronavirus in it?
No, father.
Oh my
Tired of
lord!
that shit.
Oh my god!
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. I love that. He just got elephants just walking in the background like